Good evening, all. I'm going to stream the SMARC TGIF Net. Your net control will be Mike A0MR. Just figured I'd play around with the stream a little bit tonight. Hopefully here soon I can get it set up to where I can do some streaming when I'm playing on HF and get my cameras worked out to where I can start doing some of these review videos and some training videos. If you come by the stream tonight, give me a subscribe, give me a like, jump in the chat and say hello. And that should start in about 9 minutes, I believe. K0CVU, K6GA, full quieting, Dave.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mike, AE0MR, and I will be your net control operator for this edition of the SMARC TGIF Friday Night Net. This net meets regularly every Friday night at 8 p.m. on the 146.91 repeater with a PL tone of 162.2 hertz. We're a rag-chew net, so feel free to introduce yourself, share what's been going on in your life for a week, or throw out a funny joke or trivia question if you have one. If we have a trivia question tonight, feel free to throw out an answer. If you need the questions repeated, just ask. Pause the repeater. Don't forget to download NetLogger to get behind-the-scenes chat and a full list of check-ins for the net, as well as being able to do your pre-check-in. Let's get started with the announcements of interest to amateur radio. The Southwest Missouri Amateur Radio Club meets the third Saturday of each month at the Salvation Army at 1707 West Chestnut Expressway. Testing starts at 4 p.m. for anyone wanting to get their technician, general, or extra class license. The fee for the exam for the test is $15. You must pre-register with your FRN number with the FCC before the testing date. The meeting follows at 5 p.m. Anyone interested in becoming a licensed amateur radio operator is encouraged to attend one of our meetings. You do not need to currently hold a license or be a paid member to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family, friends, and children. A meal is usually prepared by our exceptional cook, and anyone attending is encouraged to bring a side dish, soft drinks, or desserts to add to the menu. Pause for repeater. SMARC now offers Tradio on the 2-meter net. If you have an item for sale or trade, please mention it during your check-in, providing the basic description and price of the item. Sunday night features our TechNet at 7 p.m. on the 146.64 repeater. Does anyone else have any announcements of interest to amateur radio or trivia? Please come now.
Kilo Echo 6, Golf Alpha Echo.
KE0, CVU.
All right, KE6GAE, Dave, go ahead and make your announcement.
A0MR and rest of that, thank you. I just want to remind everybody tomorrow is the first Saturday of the month. My Hams Around the Ozarks breakfast will be going on at Golden Corral off of Primrose and Glenstone. We meet at 8 o'clock in the morning in the back room. Usually there till sometimes 10:30 in the morning. So everybody come on out and join us. Do not have to belong to a club. It's not a club-specific event. Don't even have to be a ham. If you're listening to this and you've got questions about ham radio, come on out and join us for a good breakfast, good camaraderie, and ask all the questions you want. So hope to see everybody there at 8 o'clock in the morning. KE6GAE, back to net control.
Thanks for the announcement, Dave. I'm looking forward to breakfast tomorrow. It's amazing how much better this thing transmits when I use the right microphone. So let's see. We got sound like we had trivia coming up. KE0CVU, Dave, what do you got for trivia for us?
Well, I've got one announcement and two trivias. Which one do you want first?
I'd say start with the announcements if it was me.
Got it. This announcement is of a personal nature, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. 2 days ago, I had my truck, a 1998 purple Ford Ranger extended cab with a tonneau cover stolen out of my front yard at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And had the radio in it too, and everything like that. But like I said, it is a bright purple Ford Ranger, has a single tag on the front and a split rear window. If anybody sees it in town, would you please contact the Sheriff's Department? Would be greatly appreciated. Break for the repeater.
That's messed up. Broad daylight, somebody steals his truck.
Okay, since I've had a financial loss, we will move on to trivia, which is financially based. I have two questions tonight. The first one is, which company holds the record for the most money lost in a single day? Lehman Brothers, Enron, Meta, or Toshiba? Question number two. Which company holds the record for the largest data breach? Equifax, Facebook, Yahoo, or LinkedIn? Good luck.
All right. Thank you for those trivia questions, Dave. Let's see. Let me get my cursor in the right spot here to get going. All right. We have any more announcements for radio or any more trivias before we get started with the check-ins? All right, hearing nothing. I guess we'll get started with KE6GAE. So, hello, Dave. What are your guesses for trivia? And what's been going on with you?
Hey, Zero MR and the rest of the net. This is KE6GAE. Well, trivia, I'll start off. The largest money loss was Facebook. It was $200 and some billion, I think. The largest data breach, that'll be about 11 years ago now, almost 12. That was Yahoo. Other than that, don't have a whole lot for the net. Glad this week's over. It's been one of those weeks, but with the new point of sale being built and have to set up new infrastructure and all that, I expect this to keep going on for at least 6 more months. But I'm looking forward to breakfast in the morning. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Other than that, that's about all we got, so we'll pass it back to Net Control. KE6GAE, back to Net Control.
All right. Thanks for the guesses, Dave, on the trivia and the information. Looking forward to the breakfast, too. All right. Next on our list is KC0WSE, Bob in Republic. What are your guesses for the trivia, Bob, and what do you got happening in your week?
Well, good evening, Mike and the net. Not a whole lot going on this week, thankfully. Things have slowed down. Kind of getting prepared to go down to San Antonio in the next couple of weeks or so. So, good time will be had by all, I'm quite sure. I do hopefully plan on attending tomorrow. That is, if I can get myself out of bed on time. Been getting kind of lazy here recently. I don't know if that's because of age or just lack of things to do. Who knows? Anyway, on guesses. I don't know. I was guessing Enron and Equifax, but thinking about it, I kind of agree with Yahoo. So anyway, that's all I got. Might not win the prize, but hey, we'll go with what I just said. Anyway, have a good one, KC0WSE.
Thanks, Bob, for the guesses and the info. I don't know, just having something to do is usually what I need to get me up and going in the morning. So maybe if you don't have stuff planned out, that could be part of what's slowing you down. Well, let's see. Next person up on the list is KC0NSC, Tom here in Springfield. Tom, what are your guesses for the trivia, and what's been going on with you?
KE0MR, this is KC0NSC over here in North Springfield. My guess is on the trivia. I think Dave's probably right about Facebook. I think he said Facebook. And I'm going to say Meta on the financial loss. That may not be right. He may be right about his answer as well, but who knows? It's just a trivia question. Did the net control on a 10-meter net tonight. We had a good old time. I had at least one person that was DX that everybody claimed, and I agree, he was the loudest on the net, and he was Arthur from California. And, man, he made it through all 3 portions and hung in there. It was a good old time. And you know me, I always enjoy the 10-meter net. What's been going on here? Well, it's Indian summer. I can't believe it's still as warm as it is. How strange. And we've had all kinds of solar flares and a bunch of stuff going on affecting ham radio. And tin has been open still, though. Made it through the solar flares, and that is unusual because it usually clobbers tin. But it's been a good week. Nothing great going on other than what I've mentioned. Thanks for letting me check in and be on the net, and thanks for being net control, Mike. Have a fine one. 7-3 from KC0NSC.
All right, this is AE0MR. Thanks, Tom, from KC0NSC for your guesses on trivia and for your week in sunspots report. Yeah, I was really surprised on the 10-meter net, too, that we were getting him from California so loud and clear with all the crazy sun activity going on. But yeah, he was, like I think someone else reported on the net, is like he was the loudest and more solid signal from anybody on the net. Good deal. All right, well, the next person up on the list here is KE0CVU, Dave from Boise the Ark. I know you can't guess on the trivia because you provided the questions, but other than your missing truck, what's been going on with you?
Well, really, I don't want a lot else going on. We did just get the house finished painted, so hopefully don't have to do that for about another 10 years. And no, just kind of put a bummer in my week. May see if I can slip out to the farm show this weekend. I try to get out there every year, but you know, when it's stolen out of your driveway when you're home, it just kind of hurts. It's like, do you really want to leave? But I figured I'd put the word out. Like I said, there's only, I think, 2 or 3 purple trucks in all of Springfield. This one's got a split rear window and a hard tonneau cover. So, like I said, if you see it, let them know. So far, it hadn't shown up, but we hope for the best. This is KE0CVU.
Well, thanks, Dave, for the update there. Did that what day was that stolen? Was that today or was that yesterday or what?
They stole it Wednesday at 3:30 in the afternoon.
That is just disappointing. All right. Well, I know I'll keep my eyes open for you. Hope everybody else does too. So, hopefully with a little better news, we've got Lance, KQ0Q in Springfield. What's going on with you, Lance? Do you have guesses for the trivia, and what's been going on with you this week?
Well, I'm going to go with Dave's answers because he sounded positive, super positive, like, I can't believe you're asking these questions. Here's the answers. So, and I wouldn't have had any guesses anyway. So, but at least I'd heard of most of the companies, so that's a plus. And yeah, I'm sorry about your truck, Dave. God, that is really, that's the worst. That's the worst. You know, you probably want to, get some way to disintegrate them if they do that again. I don't know. I'll keep my mouth shut. But yeah, I hope you find it. I've had a car broken into, but somebody must have scared them away because they left the radio on the floor and they left a screwdriver. And yeah, man. You know, I had a neighbor that left her car out, and somebody took something off the seat, you know, and it's like, you got a 2-car garage, and you have 2 cars. Why are you leaving your car out, you know? And when we have our neighborhood meetings, and we have the PAR officer, which talks about crime reports and whatnot. But breaking into cars and stealing cars is always on the top of the hit parade. Just park your cars in your garage and keep your garage door closed. Don't be an easy target, but 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I can't say I haven't left my car out in the driveway at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, planning on using it a little bit later. It's just terrible. That's enough for me. Thanks for doing the net, Mike, and I'll send it back to you. And hope everybody has a great week going forward. 73KQ0Q.
All right, Lance, thanks for your guesses on the trivia, or agreements with earlier guesses from Dave, and for the additional information. Let's see, who we got next is KF0KRZ, Curtis in Springfield. What are your guesses, Curtis, on the trivia, and what's been going on with you this week?
Okay, well, thank you, Michael, for running things tonight. Let's see, trivia, I'll start with that first. I guess I'll go with Lehman Brothers. And, I don't know, American people get a lot of money stolen from them every year. It seems like we go through $1 trillion every 3-4 months now, I guess, or something. That I'm not sure where all that goes, but that's a big loss. But anyway, sorry on the truck. David, I know the keys in it, or they can't hardly hotwire it that quick, can they, or something? Oh, goodness, I usually get the keys out of mine, but still parked outside most of the time. But second question, I'll just pass on the data breaches, listening on that. But everything's good, still doing a little painting here, got things wrapped up on the house here for the winter, so I'd get up in the attic and do a little insulation, something like that. But anyways, things are good. E0MR, thank you for running things. KF0KRZ.
All right, thanks, Curtis, for your guesses on the trivia and your additional info. This is AE0MR, your net control for this edition of the SMARC TGIF Friday Night Net. All right, next on our list, we've got NE0B, Dave Cristiano in Springfield. Dave, you have any guesses on the trivia, and what's been going on with you this week?
No guesses. That's a dubious list to want to be on. They're all mega failures. An interesting, not a trivia thing, but a coincidence. On the 10-meter net, I heard a guy from California. After the net, I decided to scan up and down the band a little, and I heard a guy from Hawaii. And then I went down low, and I heard this station, which was a beacon station, K6FRC/B, was just sending Morse, slow. And I looked it up, and it's a guy who's a famous Model A expert. Like, he's the god of Model A. His name is Paul Shin. And everybody looks to this guy when they have problems with Model A cars. And he runs this beacon, and it was just interesting that a lot of us have many hobbies, and I would have thought that he spent all his time in his Model A's, because I've seen videos by him on YouTube. His cars are absolutely perfect and immaculate. That's all I have. Nothing new here. NE0B, back to net.
All right, thanks, Dave, for checking in and giving us that info about the Model A with King with more than one hobby. So he does amateur radio and Model A. But yeah, because I would think rebuilding those old cars would take a lot of time and dedication. So, all right, next up on our list is KA0SPM. Steve, not too far from me here in Springfield. Steve, what's been going on with you, and did you have any guesses for tonight's trivia?
Busy. We've had some sickness in the household, so I'm not going to be able to go to breakfast because I want to keep all of you well. But my guesses are better and yahoo! But we're trying to get better, and I think it's working slowly. So good man's on board. Thanks, Mike. I knew that you could do it. You're a good net control. Back to you, KA0SPM.
All right, thanks for the guesses there, Steve. And for the additional info, I do hope your household is getting to feel better. Nothing's worse than feeling sick. I know I don't like it when I get sick, and I'm usually a pretty big whiner about it. So, all right, the next person on the list here is KE0ZKM, Marvin down in Battlefield. Marvin, do you have any guesses for tonight's trivia, and what's been going on with you?
KE0ZKM, AE0MR, and the rest of the net. Thanks, Mike, for running the net tonight. Doing fantastic. You sound almost inhuman. I mean, just so perfectly pitched and everything. So, good job on that. It does sound really good. I have no guesses on trivia. The only thing going on here is work, and more work. Not much else going on. So, on that note, I'm going to pass it back to you, Mike, and thank you for running the net, and thanks for everyone on tonight.
All right, thanks for those comments, Marvin. I have in my my airline pilot voice, I think, is what some people call it when I'm running the net. Well, just remember, you're supposed to work to live, not live to work. So should get some free time in there somewhere. All right, and the next person on the list here is KG5ROU, Dylan, down in Ozark. Dylan, do you have any guesses for the trivia tonight, and what's been going on with you this week?
Yeah, thanks. Trivia guesses, I guess I'm going to go with purple and pineapple. I don't know, I didn't hear the questions. I got on a few minutes late. Anyways, not a whole lot going on with me this week. Just getting through work and just hanging out with the kids when I can. Thanks for calling that. That's all I've got. KG5ROU. Clear.
All right, Dylan, thanks for the comments there. Hope you have a good weekend. And that brings us to the bottom of the list. So we're taking over-the-air check-ins right now. Do we have any over-the-air check-ins for the TGIF Friday Night Net? Please come now.
KB0JGG, downtown Springfield, Missouri. Roger here. KE0YMZ.
KC0PKT. All right, we had 4 people that I was able to discern out of the call-ins, and we'll start up with Roger, KB0JGG. So, Jolly Green Giant, got any guesses for the trivia, and what's been going on with you this week?
Oh, just hanging out at home pretty much, and I'm downtown Springfield today outside the Mud Lounge during the first Friday Art Walk. I'm not doing too much walking, but I'm just talking to a couple people here and there, and that's it. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, glad to hear you doing the net, and I should say that is not cool one bit for someone to snatch David's car like that. Not cool at all, and I hope he gets it back. And, yeah, Dave, I hope you get that car back. Okay, you might be listening, so I can address you like that. Otherwise, trivia questions. I'm going to say Enron, and let me see here. There was another one. 1 second. Okay, yeah, Okay, and run for the financial loss, and I'm having a hard time with the next question. What was, Internet, I'm going to say Internet Explorer, and this is KB0JGG. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Roger. I think you must have missed the second one. It was like, who had the largest data breach? Was the second question, but I don't remember the list of all the people. CVU, if you're listening, can you repeat those multiple choice answers, please?
Yeah, question number 1. Which company holds the record for the most money lost in a single day? Lehman Brothers, Enron, Meta, or Toshiba? Question number 2 is, get my cursor over here. Which company holds the record for the largest data breach? Equifax, Facebook, Yahoo, or LinkedIn?
I'm going to say Facebook. I think they've had some problems. And a friend of mine lost all her pictures, and somebody got her account. Anyway, I'm going to say Facebook on that second one. Thank you. KB0JGG standing by, listening. Thank you, Dave, and people.
All right, Roger, thanks for the check-in, the guesses, and the additional info there. All right, so now we got KE0YMZ, Dave out in Springfield here. Dave, what's going on with you, and what do you have for guesses on tonight's trivia?
Well, hello, Mike, and everyone else on the net. I guess the fact that I'm here tonight answers my question whether this handheld was keying into the repeater tonight. Okay. Does this sound okay? It's the first transmission I've ever made on this handheld.
Well, you're full quieting and coming through very clear. I hear just a little bit of white noise, hissing in the background, but not a significant amount to affect being able to understand you or anything.
Okay, great. Well, using about a 15-inch whip and setting in my living room, so I do have it on high power tonight just to run this test. But anyway, well, thank you for that. And yeah, the trivia. Who knows? Boy, it could. Those companies experiences losses electronically every day, it seems like. And so, I would have to concur with David on that. He seemed like he knew. It sounds to reason to me, but it could be any of them, yeah. And David, out there in Bodark, somebody got tired of walking, walked down your driveway, hopped in your pickup, and hopefully the police will call you and say, hey, we found your purple pickup in McDonald's parking lot. Come get it. So hope that's the case. Thanks for running the net, Mike. KE0YMZ.
All right, thanks for your guesses tonight, Dave, on the trivia and the additional information. All right, so who we got next on the list? We've got Aaron down in Nixa, KC0PKT. Aaron, you have any guesses on the trivia, and what's been going on with you this week?
Hey, good evening. Yeah, this is KC0PKT. I am doing all right. Just working on the bedtime routine with the kids, and actually got out the 10-meter net or so for the first time. So that was pretty fun. Do that. Other than that, just kind of the normal busy life with a little family. Yeah, and that's about it. Sorry about your car, David. I'll be keeping my eyes out everywhere I go. That's a real bummer. All right, and as far as trivia, let me take a break here. I really don't know. So I wanted to say Enron, but then something down inside me thought maybe I should say the Lehman Brothers. So I don't know. I'm going to go with Enron. And then as far as the other one, oh boy, I really don't know. Probably a shot in the dark, but I'm going to go with Yahoo. So there's mine. Back to you, KC0PKT.
All right, thanks, Aaron, for your guesses and the additional info. Hope the kids get to bed and let you get some sleep. All right, and bringing us to the bottom of the list, here we got KF0RUJ, Bailey in Springfield. What are your guesses on tonight's trivia, and what's been going on with you this week? Yeah, it's 8 a.m. at the Golden Corral, and we're in the, after you walk in, we're in the room on the back left-hand side of the building, and it'll be pretty obvious once you get through the little door there. All right, thanks, Bailey, for your guesses on the trivia and the additional information. Look forward to seeing lots of people at the breakfast tomorrow. All right, we're at the bottom of the list again, so I'm going to make another call for anybody who wants to make an over-the-air check-in for the SMARC Friday Night TGIF Net. Please come now.
Comment.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, Mike, the last... Billy, I think so you said it was. He must have been on Simplex or something, because I never heard him through the repeater.
Agreed. Oh, Bailey, KF0RUJ. I'm getting a couple comments saying that you may not be set up on the repeater properly, and you might be transmitting Simplex. So you might want to check the offset on your radio and make sure you got the PL tone set. All right, well, I will go back to doing an open-the-air check-in request. If there's anybody else who'd like to check into the net this evening, please call now.
0 Mike, Yankee, Quebec.
All right, I think you started talking before the repeater picked you up. Could you repeat the call sign again, please?
0 Mike, Yankee, Quebec. Copy.
All I got was 0 Mike, Yankee, Quebec. If you had something in front of the 0, you said it before the repeater picked you up. Might have to press the mic and wait half a second before you start talking.
Okay, it's Whiskey 0, Mike Yankee, Quebec.
All right, Whiskey 0, Mike Yankee, Quebec. Got you that time, Myron. Do you have any guesses on tonight's trivia and what's been going on with you today?
No guesses on the trivia. And sorry to hear about Dave losing his truck there, being stolen. Makes you want to feel like killing somebody. He found out who it was. But yeah, I know the feeling. And I just wondering, I think he said it was a Ford Ranger. I'm not sure about that. Anyhow, been doing a little work on this radio during the week, and just wondering how it sounds. If the audio sounds okay, and apparently it's getting into the repeater okay. And let's see, did a little covering up an exposed water line, so it should be set up for the winter and should be okay. And just had a beautiful day for being outside and doing a little motorcycle riding, and really enjoyed the day. I wish every day was like this. Back to you, Mike AE 0MR from W0MYQ.
Well, Myron, your radio is getting into the repeater just fine. A good, strong signal, full quieting, no background noise that I could detect. So it seems to be running pretty good.
Thanks a lot for the report, Mike. I appreciate it.
No problem at all. I was in the neighborhood. All right. I think, well, I guess we got a few minutes left here. We'll do another call for over-the-air check-ins. If there's anybody else that'd like to check into the SMARC TGIF Friday Night Net, please call in now.
This is KF0RUJ again. I think I fixed my repeater settings, so hopefully everyone can hear me now.
All right, since I was picking up simplex, I'm not a good person to test. How about KE6GAE? Did you pick up Bailey on that one?
Yep, he's got it set up just fine now. I heard him, no problem. Full quieting in the repeater. KE6GAE, back to net control.
All right, thanks for that confirmation, Dave. All right, Bailey, sounds like you got your radio set up right now. Good deal. All right, well, if we got no more over-the-air check-ins, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up the net here. How about KE0CVU? Could you please give us the correct answers to the trivia questions tonight?
Well, I did not stump everybody tonight. As far as which company holds the records for the most money lost in a single day, it was October 20th in 2023. In one day on February 3rd, 2022, Meta lost $2.51 billion in one day. That's a little bigger than my bank account. And as far as which company holds the record for the largest data breach, it is Yahoo. Occurred in 2013. They stole approximately 3 billion user accounts, including names, email, addresses, telephone numbers, birth dates, and passwords. They did not notify the public until 2016. So there are the answers. Congratulations to everybody who got it right.
AB0JGG.
Want to send on that? This is AE0MR, your net control operator for this edition of SMARC's TGIF Friday Night Net. All right. So I guess got the announcements to repeat here. We got the Ham's breakfast at the Golden Corral tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. It's in the back room to the rear left of the building. after you've walked in and paid for your breakfast. Please show up if you've got the time. I know I'm going to plan to be there. It's usually a lot of fun. And anybody else have any other announcements for the last minute here? All right, hearing nothing. Okay, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight on the SMARC TGIF 2-meter net. And this is AE0MR. I will now return the repeater to normal operation.
All right, everybody. Well, there's the SMARC TGIF Friday Night Net. If you come by and watch the stream, give me a comment below. Tell me what you think. The good or the bad, I don't care. Just don't be rude. But definitely, I'm a new streamer, so I'm still learning. So if there's something that can help me make this better, just let me know. Give me a comment about what you think about the net. All right, 73 all. Thanks for stopping by KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham, where ham radio comes to life. Eventually, this is where we'll all learn ham radio together. 73 all.